Here's how to make this extremely cheap and efficient super smelter that can smelt stacks of items in just minutes in Minecraft Bedrock 1.19. To start this farm off, you're going to want to go ahead and place down 2 chests. Now these chests, this is going to be the front of the farm, and these chests are where all of the items are going to be filtered into after they've been smelted. Go ahead and take 8 of your hoppers, placing them leading into this chest. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You then want to take your furnaces, which you're going to put the items into, and placing all 8 on top of these hoppers, shifting so you don't actually open up the hopper. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way down, 7, 8. So now it should look like this, with your 8 hoppers leading there, 8 furnaces on top. And then you want to walk around to the back of the farm here and place 8 more hoppers into the back of these chests here, or in the back of the furnaces here, sorry. So that's going to be 3 there. And make sure you're clicking on this furnace, not right next to it. Otherwise, they'll all be filtered into the same one. So that's going to be 5, 6, 7, 8. And then again, you want to go on top of the furnaces up here and place 8 more hoppers, again, leading into the furnace. I'm going to put 3 there, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now you should see it should look something a little bit like this. You have the 8 hoppers on the bottom with all of the little like stub thingies going into each other. You have this one where you can look all the way down and you can see that they're all going into the corresponding furnace. And then you also have this one where each nub is going inside of its own furnace. And if it looks a little something like that, then you know you're on the right track. And make sure you have this part right, because if this doesn't work, then the entire farm has a chance of failing. The next thing that you want to do is go ahead and take 2 pieces of glass and place it on top of the chest there. And you use this for glass because if you have a solid block here, you're not going to be able to open it up. You don't need blocks here, but I think glass looks really nice. As well, for this next part, it's just for visuals, but I'm going to go ahead and take some blocks and surround that glass just like that, so that it's just more squared off and it looks better from the front. You're then going to want to come to the other side of the chest, so not that side, but over here. Go ahead and take 3 blocks up to the top of the furnace, or top of the hopper there, and then take 2 blocks there, so it's kind of in like this B shape. And now you should see that the farm looks a little bit something like this. I'm then going to come around to the back here, and I'm going to place 4 blocks right here, just like that. And if you want, you can just go ahead and fill this in. It doesn't really matter how you do it, but I just like to do it like this just because I think it looks the best. Now, the next part of this farm is very specific in the way that you do it, so make sure you follow very closely. Otherwise, the rails won't link up, and it's just going to be a really big mess to have to clean up. So start off by placing a lever on this block here, right on the left side of the chest right there. And this is going to be how you turn the farm on and off. Then go ahead and place 1 powered rail on top, so you can see that when I turn this on, the powered rail gets turned on as well. And then I'm going to want to take this all the way down, so I'm going to take my normal rail now, or powered rail, it doesn't really matter, but I just use normal rails because it's cheaper. And then once you get to that last hopper there, on the block, you want to take a powered rail, so it should be powered rail. On all of the hoppers, you have a normal rail plus the 1 block, and then you have the powered rail there. Now the problem comes when we try to do this row, because you can see if I try to place a powered rail there, it's going to link up. So what I actually need to do is place a temporary rail back here, then go ahead and place my powered rail down. You can see they don't link up. I can now break that temporary rail and take this all the way across here, again all the way down, and you're going to see that the same thing happens to this side, where I'm going to place it down, it's going to link up. So what I have to do is just take a temporary block there, place a normal or a temporary rail, and then place down my powered rail, and then break that, and you can see that they're not linked up. So you should have 1 powered rail, all these normal rails going across here, and then 1 powered rail here. And you can actually see that when I flick this lever, both of these rails turn on, and that's how you know that you've hooked this up correctly. So now it should look a little something just like this, with the 1 powered rail there, all the way across, powered on the other side, and then the same on the top. Now what we need to do is go ahead and light up these 2 rails up here. We need to make sure that they're actually active, so something gets pushed off it. So go ahead, place 2 blocks, 1 on each level, so 1 there and 1 there, and then 1 block above both of them, so 1 like that. So now you should see that if something rolls into here, you have a 1 block right there. Go underneath of that 1 block right here, placing redstone torches on both of those, and you should see that when I place this down, this actually gets lit up, and that's just so when the minecart comes and gets pushed up against here, it's going to go all the way back. So make sure that this end is lit up with the torches, and this end lights up with the lever. Alright, you're 95% done. Just one more really quick step here is what you're going to do so you don't have to manually load up the fuel every single time, is you're going to go ahead and place a hopper down on this back track here, right on the chest side, so right here, and then go ahead and take your chests, place them on top, and now you can put your fuel inside of this chest to then go into the hopper, to go into the chest minecart to be distributed evenly across all of these hoppers. And then the final thing you need to do is place 1 block right on this side so that you can check to see that every time there's a powered rail, there's a block right above it like that, you can see, and then go ahead and take your chest minecarts, place them down, and the entire farm's done. Now all you need to do is flick the lever. You're going to see that both of the chest minecarts are going to be pushed back and forth, distributing the items when we put them in. And to stop it, just flick the lever and you should see that they sit there. And that's it. That's the whole farm done. Extremely simple and easy. And now I'm going to go ahead and show you how to get it started. So to use this farm, all you have to do is go to this top chest here, and this is where you're going to place your fuel. Now I like to use coal just because it's the easiest, but you can use anything. You could use kelp, you could use lava buckets, you could use sticks, whatever you want to use. But you should see that it's getting drained out of there, in through this hopper, and then into this chest minecart down here. And then go ahead and take anything that you want to smelt, put it into this first chest minecart here. So I'm going to take all my iron, and then all you have to do is flick this lever. You can see that the iron gets distributed into all of them. The coal or whatever fuel source you have is also being put inside. And now you can check every single one of these and see that it's being perfectly done. And then once it actually gets smelted, it's being put inside of this chest. And now you can go AFK here and sit and wait while all of your smelting is done for you. And that's it. You can fill this up as much as you want. You could even make a chest to automatically fill your stuff that you need to smelt inside of this chest minecart here. But that is the entire farm. You can see it's going to go forever. When I feel like it, I can just flick that off. You can see it's evenly distributing everything inside. Same with the coal. And all of the smelted items, like I said, are actually going inside of this area here. And I forgot to mention, this doesn't have to be 8 furnaces long. It can be however long or as short as you want. Just make sure that if it's longer, you're going to need more powered rails to make sure that the minecart can make it all the way and doesn't get stuck. But yeah, you could make this 3 long or you can make this 200 long. It doesn't really matter how big you make it. But yeah, that is pretty much the entire farm. Let me know down below if you built this farm and how it's working, and as well any questions that you might have in regards to the farm, if it's not working, if there's something you think I should change. But yeah, that is going to be it for today's video. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, subscribe. I'm posting weekly, if not more now, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. BlazedMC out.